You have often heard of me talk about grip pressure and handle pressure. The impact it has on the loft of the golf club is huge. Using the kink to control the head to strike the ball in the correct part of the circle will change everything. Today is a massive lesson. Let's get into it.
Lots of people have heard me talk about grip pressure on the handle. Now, the ability to apply that good grip pressure on the handle is how well you can make that club head rebound up after strike, which allows the pressure on the grip to be down, hip back, chest on the ball. So, with the aid of this wedge, we place it on the outside of the lead foot. What this is going to allow us to do here is get that club head rising back up. And as that club head rises back up, it gives me the opportunity to put that kink in. Now, for many golfers, the thought of that club head rising back up would mean the angle of attack is going to be down. Now, you can see the angle of attack there is down at 1 degree. How much we push the grip down will dictate how much the club head will rebound up. So the grip direction moving towards the lead foot and the club head rising up that wedge starts to point that loft, as you can see, more to the left, which gives you more opportunity to put kink in the wrist, which then replicates itself down at address, which is absolutely crucial why you should therefore grip the club as I suggest. Check out this video. So what we're looking for here is the real sensation that we've got a trade-off with the grip direction and the head direction. And when you get those trading off, what you will start to feel is a real ability to hit down and control the height of your circle, because the height of your circle is controlled by 2 points in the swing: the grip, the height of the grip, and the height of the head. Now, when these 2 points trade off each other, it allows you to create angle of attack, point the face straighter to the target and not to the right, and I'm going to come on to that in a moment. But not only that, gives you that ball compression. So the grip through strike, moving lower to the floor when you've been a golfer that's lifted the grip up, unloaded the head to the ground, early extension. If you now start to try to feel your grip lower to the ground, if you've still unloaded it with the toe down, you're going to run out of room. Which is why the wedge on the other side of the golf ball, just outside your trail, your lead foot, gives you that sensation that the club can now rise up. Now, for many of you, you're thinking, but that's going to create a positive angle of attack. Not the case, because you're meeting the golf ball earlier in your circle. If I was to now move that golf ball forwards, more in a driver position, and apply exactly the same feels, you can now see how that angle of attack reduces and starts to go closer to up, which is exactly how we would like to see it with a driver. I now move the ball in the driver position, even though I've got a 9-iron in hand, and I make exactly the same feels happen. You'll now see an angle of attack that rises up, purely because I'm meeting the ball later in the circle with exactly the same feels that I'm applying with my 9-iron, but of course with my 9-iron I meet the ball early in the circle. All of the feels are the same. So I'm getting that grip pressure to move towards the floor, and I'm getting that club head to rise up the wedge. The kink in the lead wrist is keeping check of the loft angle, and when that loft angle stays in check, it really allows me to feel down, which, when you think about it, hitting down and creating flight with a wedge is easy. You get to your 7-irons and your 5-irons and your 3-woods, all of a sudden that's a conflict, because hitting down with less dynamic loft will give you no ball flight, which is why we see golfers have chicken wing, pulling the club head up, because that's how you see getting the ball in the air. The reality is, the kink in the lead wrist, look how it opens the face up. Now, if you've ever been in a bunker, have you ever hit it in a bunker? The lower you move the grip, look how the loft looks left. The more we lift the grip, the more the loft looks right. So as I'm moving this grip to the floor, as I move this grip to the floor and lift the head up, look how the face is looking more left. And therefore, the kink is more apparent. But think about the instruction where you tuck the arm in, you lift the grip and push it out to the right. Look what it's doing to the face. Completely the opposite of where I want you to have the grip, of where I get you then to line the loft up, which now gives you the chance to get that kink in your wrist, which plays off that rising up nature that club head has through strike. Grip down, club head rising up. Grip down, club head rising up. So the grip really feels underneath the chest, and the club head feels way more abrupt in its descent angle, and it therefore makes you feel like you can get angle of attack on the golf ball, but without compromising the flight, because the flight is going to be there because the wrist angle is there. But if the wrist angle isn't there, this kink that I talk about incessantly in my channel and on these two videos over here, that kink is crucial to giving you the loft, which trades off the pressure of the club head rising up as you're pushing the grip down. You can see how consistent the angle of attack is, how consistent the path line is from the inside. The path line is from the inside because as I keep on moving this grip more down, it's making my circle more in to in. As I move my grip up, look how it makes my path much straighter and much easier to make my circle be outside in, as you can see. So this lower grip not only has an opportunity to change your path line, not only does it help you square the face, but it also gives you a much better opportunity to create that angle of attack. And if you want a triple whammy, it gives you even more chance to give yourself that swing moment down through strike that I talk about. So the wedge is crucial for the development of your impact condition, the development of your angle of attack, the development of the stability of the face and the levers unloading. Go check out these wedges on my Shopify store. Link is in the description. If you've got any questions about any of this, do feel free to drop a comment in the box below. Are you tired of paying too much for your premium leather golf gloves? Head over to gxgolfgloves.com. These are gloves tried and trusted by elite amateurs and tour players alike. Enter my code GOODCOACHING to receive 10% off your next order. Go try them out. You won't be disappointed. Get back to order. Thank you so much for watching. Do consider subscribing while you're here. And that, my friends,